Hey, what's up guys? Joker here. Today we have just got a quick news story to get through because as soon as I'm done working for today, I have to get out and go and vote because they're having the governor races here today in New Jersey. I think all of the states run their governor races at the same time, and if you are eligible to vote, you should definitely get out there and do that. I'm not going to talk about politics or anything here, but no matter which side of the fence you happen to fall on, whether you're to the left or the right, really doesn't matter. You should always exercise your right to vote so that the issues that you're concerned about are getting pushed in the state that you happen to live in, not just for presidency, but you should always get out there and vote for your governor and Senate races as well. So that's just my quick little PSA about that. But let's get fired into our news story today, which is concerning AMD and Intel, which have now officially struck a deal to include Radeon graphics along with Intel CPUs for OEM manufacturers. So we're talking about laptops and pre-built systems from maybe somewhere like Best Buy. So this is a really big deal. If you remember about a year ago, I actually covered this when it was a rumor from Kyle Bennett over at Hard OCP, who had said that AMD and Intel had struck a deal to make this happen, which was of course denied and never officially disclosed or anything like that. But everyone was talking about it at the time, and now we have the official word that this is a reality. So in the very near future, we're going to be seeing Intel's G series of CPUs in OEM builds and laptops out there, which is a very big deal, being able to put the GPU, CPU, and the memory all in the same package, because traditionally, in the past, if we look at the package right here, you could see in the past, we would have the CPU over here to the right, then you'd have the GPU, and then you'd have the GDDR5 memory spaced around it. So it took up a lot more space. It took more power to actually drive it. And now with it all being shrunk down onto one single package, you're getting the new Intel interconnect, which will allow for faster communication between the processors and the memory. It also is going to take up less space on the PCB, which is just going to be really good news for everyone that is wanting to pick up a laptop out there. One of the big things that Intel is talking about when pushing this is that it's going to allow for thinner, smaller form factor systems, which is going to be huge, especially for laptops and maybe all-in-one PCs, small form factor builds that you can buy from manufacturers out there. So this is really all good stuff. This is great for Intel. I think this is also very good for AMD, who has not had the best go of it this year with their Vega graphics lineup. But now we'll be getting HBM2 along with Intel mobile CPUs, which is great. I cannot wait to see these actually going in to laptops and the type of performance that we can get out of this. Because, back in the day, not even back in the day, up until very recently, you're always looking at these big, bulky laptops, which took a ton of power. The battery life was awful on them. The CPUs kind of ran hot. The GPUs tend to actually run pretty cool nowadays because they've gotten so much better as far as power consumption is concerned, especially with Pascal. So having all of this is going to be great news for someone like me who does travel for work from time to time, trying to run this channel and needs decent amount of power as far as the CPU, and also nice to always have good graphics on there. And hopefully in a more affordable package that's going to be better on battery life, slimmer and more lightweight, which is always nice, although I should probably take that advice more often. So yeah, this is great to see Intel and AMD kind of putting their differences aside and coming together to hopefully give consumers a better product at the end of the day, which will allow us to take advantage of the fast Intel CPUs and also the, AMD graphics in there with HBM2 no less. After this got announced yesterday, I happened to go look over at what the stock prices were doing, and sure enough, we saw a steady rise for both AMD and NVIDIA. You could see right around 12 o'clock noontime, around when this was announced, we could see it steadily going up here, and then over on Intel, it was the exact same thing. Theirs came up a little bit higher. Intel is still trading quite a bit more. They're trading at $46.70 per share, while AMD is right now only $11.93. But they are, they're coming up, which is good. It's good for AMD. It's good for Intel. Really, the only person this might not be great for is NVIDIA at the end of the day, because previously the graphics that Intel had been doing had been licensed based on technology from NVIDIA. So this is kind of cutting them out. So it remains to be seen, how much this is going to help AMD along the way. Intel is, Intel, they're always doing really well pretty much in the market anyway with this kind of stuff. So this just might be really good news for AMD. So let me know your thoughts on this down in the comments below. If you are maybe planning to pick up one of these laptops, hopefully we'll get one in here to test on the channel in the near future, maybe from Acer, who tends to send me their laptops when they come out. So hopefully if they get one of these Intel G CPUs along with AMD graphics, we'll have one here to test on the channel and see how power efficient it is, how much it helps with battery life and all of that. So I'm very excited to see this, and nice that a rumor from a year ago, which was really just Kyle Bennett saying it out into the ether, has now been 100% confirmed. So let me know your thoughts as always down in the comments below. If you want links to any of the sources, I'll leave a one-tab link down in the description below as well. And if you do want to support this channel and get yourself some really cheap games, you can go head up cdkeys.com in the description below as well if you want to save money on games like Battlefront 2, Wolfenstein the New Colossus, which you get right now for only $35 over there at CD Keys. So I'm going to get out of here. If you know what to do if you enjoyed this video or if you learned something new, leave a like on it down below and subscribe if you're not already. And I'll catch you guys next time. Tara.